You are listening to the Bad Girl Rockstar interview show. This is Angelina Green, and you have tuned into Rockstar Radio. And tonight I have some cool rock stars with me. 25th Mission. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, you big girl?
How's it going?
All right. I'm doing great. Tell me, what has 25th Mission been up to?
Oh, wow. 25th Mission is starting to exploit different states. We are from Long Island, New York, and we're very proud of that. But, however, the music scene here on Long Island, New York isn't to our expectations.
Oh.
And unfortunately, we have to start going to different states where we accept it. Unfortunately, the clubs here on Long Island, if you are not a tribute band or a cover band, you are considered the bastard child of music.
Oh, my.
And I don't know why that is, but it's very depressing. There are a few places that have stages maybe the size of a 4x8 piece of sheetrock for us to play, but they do support original music. And you know what? As long as they support original music and people go there, we have no objection to play there. But we want to branch out of state, recruit more people in our 25th Mission Army and come together and unite.
Well, that sounds great. So tell them, I know what you sound like, but like what genre, what you playing?
We are traditional heavy metal, if we're put in a category. Basically, people writing original music in 2024, but heavily influenced Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Dio, old Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, like real vocals, guitar solos, fast, solid rhythm section, the whole deal.
Mm-hmm. And how'd you find that name, 25th Mission?
Oh, well, that came from the History Channel.
All right.
Basically, during World War II, the American pilots or the air crews that were stationed in England, if you did, they were doing bombing runs over Europe and over Germany, and if you did 25 missions, as opposed to like having to be there like a term of service of like months or years, if you flew 25 missions, you packed up and you got to come home stateside. But the average amount of missions that an air crewman could expect to complete was about 15 on average before being killed, wounded, or shot down. So kind of like that whole like false promise, that unrealistic expectation, and it ended up working out when we were trying to come up with names. You Google it, and there's 20 other bands with this name, that name, but nobody had 25th Mission, so we pop right up, number one search in Google if you do 25th Mission band.
Yeah.
So it's no paying Google for search engine optimization, and plus you get to use like bomber pictures and pinup girls and shit like that. So that all the imagery just kind of came together. So it just worked out like that.
Love the t-shirts, by the way. Thank you so much for my merch, you guys.
You're welcome.
Awesome. So yeah, okay, well, let's see if we can't get you on 25 missions, but successfully as band gigs around the USA. Hopefully, I'll get this on a video as soon as possible, and you can pass it around, and the Bad Girl approves you to book these guys, and so does Rockstar Radio. And the Metal Mistress. I can speak for her, too.
Right.
Well,
much appreciated.
Yeah. And so tell them, how do they go about booking with you? They can go to your Facebook, or what's your preferred link?
Sure. People can private message us on our Facebook page, on our Instagram account, club owners, promoters, and we will get back to them. One of us will get back to them sooner or later. We do have a couple of requirements, booking show. That's too much to get into right now.
Right.
But also, before I go any further with that, my singer Mike is very much into all different genres of metal. And I think today's term, besides, as Patrick stated, traditional heavy metal, we are called the new wave of traditional heavy metal.
Oh.
Okay?
Nice.
And those letters is those letters NW Nuavum. That's the category we are. We're the new wave of traditional heavy metal.
Sweet. Nice. I like that. I like the sound of that. And I love your music. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
What's your
You know,
fan?
we're writing. We have a couple of things on the in the burner now.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to be forced to write.
Yeah.
You know, when this band first kicked off, we were right in the highlight of COVID. So we have an album out called Disciples of Metal, and we never really got to enjoy that CD because all the bars were shut down. There was nowhere to play. Nobody was going out. So, you know, we looked at each other. What do we do? So we said, all right, we're going to write another album.
Cool.
So that's how Resilience came about. And living up to that name, we're actually enjoying playing Resilience out. We're actually enjoying playing a combination of both songs. I mean, songs from both albums right now, mixing it.
Yeah.
And it seems the crowd is enjoying that too.
Cool.
But Hella High Water, we have another CD in us, maybe two. And we don't want to be forced to write, Angelina. You know, if it happens, it happens. We definitely have a good, I would say at least 4 songs solid on the On Deck Circle in the embryo stages. But this band has a unique chemistry, and we're not going to have an issue writing another CD. I can assure that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. I understand. I'm a writer, so I understand. I don't think I've wrote anything quite some time. I wrote one song recently, but it was a long span of time. Just a lot of stuff going on, and I mean, sometimes that's the best way. You know, I've never forced myself to write.
Yeah, that's it's when it comes out, it comes out. You know, sometimes it can be all at once, or sometimes it could be a span of time.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, the end result is what counts.
You know, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to, live like that Number of the Beast setup where it's like the record company ships you off to the Bahamas. Everybody knows that famous Iron Maiden picture with the sunset in the background. It's like, okay, here's 3 months. You guys go to the studio and write an album. All right, now that would be cool to do it full time. But life is being what it is. We're all working adults who have day jobs and stuff like that. Do this in the meantime, so it's like when you can, when inspiration strikes, write it, record it, put it down. I feel like we probably all forgotten more riffs and parts than we remembered and actually written and recorded, but so be it. It'd be nice to do this full time, and that'd be a fun goal someday, but if not, it's just like, a lot of people just go through lives and they just work and they do their jobs, their family, and they do nothing creative. Just to have that creative thing in life, whether you're a painter, you're an artist, you write poetry, you do stand-up comedy, you play music, without that, that's the one thing that separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom is that there. So if you don't have that in your life, I don't know what you're doing.
Right. I understand. I always have a recorder nearby, so trying to do. It was 4 a.m. in the morning, and I went into the kitchen to make some coffee, and a song just hit me, and I just grabbed the phone and recorded it. So I understand exactly what you mean. It is hectic, and the best stuff, I think, is the stuff that just comes out immediately. It's always
the universe kind of gives it to you. Like, where'd that come from?
Exactly. Well, I'm so glad you guys joined me this evening, and this is going to air as soon as possible, and I will get it to you so you can get it to your fan group, and we'll look for you on Facebook. You're on Spotify too, I think.
Oh yes, yeah, Spotify, all the little avenues,
all the
I'm Apple Music. I got an Android, so I don't get Apple, but
YouTube,
awesome.
Pandora, all that.
All right.
SoundCloud,
And you can be heard on ROCKSTAR-RADIO. So, and I'll play some music, some of your music for them as we exit and do the intro to this show. And I appreciate you being here tonight or today, depending on when it airs, because it will air multiple times. You're very welcome. Any shows coming up that they need to be aware of, or?
Well, like I stated, we're going into Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. It's about 2.5 hours from where we are on Long Island, New York. Mm-hmm. That is Good Friday. And then we have another one. We're coming back to Long Island. We will be playing at Mr. Beery's, which is always a fun place, on a Friday. What's that date again?
April 12th.
Friday, April 12th.
Okay.
And then we're playing at one of our favorite places in Lindenhurst, New York, right by the train station. So in case people have a problem driving, they can always take the train, the Village Pub in Lindenhurst, New York. And that's what we have booked solid now. Whatever comes in from now, we don't know. You know, you never know when you're going to get that phone call from a national act saying, would you like to support so-and-so, you know, at the Kingsland in Brooklyn, New York. So we take it as it's come, but those three are scheduled, and we're hoping for the best.
Okay, great. Well, keep an eye on their page, guys, because you may see them somewhere else besides those places. And this is The Bad Girl, and you heard from 25th Mission, and we are signing off.